Hey guys, Sir Shoavi bringing you another episode of Fallout 4, and in this episode we are going to continue with going into the Cambridge police station. I also pressed the wrong button there. We're going to go continue with the Brotherhood of Steel mission, which basically is after the mission with Kellogg, where we basically killed Kellogg. We saw, as soon as we got out, we saw a giant Brotherhood of Steel wing ship there. And that's basically what this mission is entirely about. I'm adjusting my microphone right now, so I do apologize if you guys can hear all the noise that's going on in the background. Alright, there you go. Now we can actually speak with Paladin Dance.
And it looks like they sent in the big guns.
Yep, the Prydwyn, man. It's,
I've never seen anything like it.
Amazing, isn't it? We call
that's one word for it.
She's
Another word would be like overcompensating.
Major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxon's here.
Okay.
And that means we're going.
No idea who that is, but sure, we're going to war.
Gonna be a quick war with that thing on our side.
Yeah, but for who?
That's the plan. If history's proven anything.
Oops, Valentin disliked that. Okay.
Show of force.
You know what? Let's just load that up real quick. I want to make I'm trying to make him like me. So awkward moment is awkward when you have to rewind or you have to reload a autosave. Sorry about that, guys. But I'm basically just trying to get Nick's affection up or affinity with me all the way up. That way we can get the robot perk.
Dance?
All right, there you go.
And it looks like they sent in the big guns.
Let's see. Go with not exactly
Isn't
subtle.
exactly subtle when it makes an entrance.
There's no reason to be subtle when you have that in your arsenal. We call our ship.
That's kind of true.
She's loaded with enough troops.
Albeit that ship doesn't actually fight, from what I've seen. Like, it doesn't actually have like cannons or anything. And if it does, they just seem to be decorative. They don't seem to actually be functioning cannons. You're
After
provoking
rolling
a
that
war.
thing in, you've certainly started a war.
No one brings that much firepower without plans to use it.
There you go, Valentin liked that one.
It's that an overwhelming show of force has a chance of halting a conflict before it begins. Besides, why should we hold back when we have something like
yeah,
that
I
at
guess.
disposal? That being said, you're about
I'm thinking
to
back
see
in World War II
up
when
close and personal.
Hitler and his
You'll never
armies
see
were
orders
or
from
his
both to
Nazis
report to her
were
immediately.
basically
Only up to the
they were
roof of the police
overpowering nations and just taking it for their own. And how, I mean, for a while, yes, it did stop people from fighting against them, but after a while, yeah, they started fighting back.
Just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's
Sure.
a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Yeah, I guess I'm alright.
Huh. You're a tougher nut than I thought. Tougher than I was. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre
Sure.
of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. Folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly
What's going on?
get away.
I think he's still talking about Diamond City. Let's ask about the broken mask.
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like
I think we heard about it.
He pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned.
Yeah, we did hear about this from Piper.
It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of understandable. They were being defensive, but they still needed your help.
Years back, a group of settlements tried to get together and form a coalition. Every settlement with even a hint of clout sent representatives to try and hash out an agreement. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own, a synth. A man killed every rep at the talks. The Commonwealth
see.
provisional government was over before it even got off the ground. I took up in town not long after.
Long story short, the Institute sabotaged any possibility of making
Why'd
peace.
they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15.
That explains a lot.
Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers.
Wow, wow.
I didn't even know who I was rescuing. Just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero. Offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up
Yeah,
the
because
city
you were a
was
really nice guy,
tricky
man.
at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
Was it hard settling in? I was gonna ask the one about the 4 guys, but I mean I've done that before. I've taken out loads of guys by myself.
Got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour. And
That jingling is my dog, by the way.
Talk with a sentence. Upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was
Basically, you moved up in usefulness for the city.
I never stopped being.
I mean, that's a good thing.
But it was Nick the detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal.
That's good, man. Everyone deserves to live a normal life, you know, without having to worry about whether they're going to get shot in the back by the people that they're trying to protect or not.
That's a long story, but I hope it helps.
Yeah.
Moving?
Gives us more in-depth analysis of what you're like. Anyways, we need to actually go to the rooftop. I believe it's this way. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. So we just have to head up all of these stairs. It'll just keep going round and round in circles. It's going to be going up and down in circles. I'm stopped for. I don't know why I spoke like a little kid there. Obviously, I was mocking myself earlier on, but the first part, basically. I don't know why I said circles like that. But yeah, we have to go up and up and up in circles. This will take us up to the rooftop where we should, if I remember correctly, there should be a helicarrier that should take us straight onto the Prydwyn, which is the only way you can actually go on the Prydwyn without, like, hacking. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only way you can get up there, just with helicarrier, or helibird, as they call it in this game. And, long story short, as soon as we get there, we're going to start a Brotherhood of Steel mission. And I don't think Nick is going to like that, but we're just going to kind of have to deal with it. Yeah, see? Here's the helicarrier. We can actually ride it.
They would have built us with wings.
That minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire.
I mean, yeah, it would have been nice, but I also like how he just, like, teleported in there, which is pretty funny. Whatever.
Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any
Yep.
mishaps and fire on the local.
Yep, no problem, man. I don't think you actually use this other than, like, one mission the entire time. Obviously, you can use it if you want to, like, you could just start shooting, no problem at all. But, I don't believe you actually have to use the cannons, or not the cannons, the Gatling gun itself. Oh, this here is, full of raiders, if I remember correctly. Actually, doesn't seem like there's anyone there right now, so maybe there's nothing there. Who knows, man? Alright, let's see. Also, up here, everything looks so cool. Like, yeah, it looks all deserted and stuff. It looks like an abandoned town. Like, for example, this giant building, look at that. It hasn't been taken care of in years, probably. All of the buildings probably look like that, but this one's like a light blue color. It stands out much more, you know, the rust. So, it just looks awesome. And then, like, every once in a while when you see, like, spots of light like that, of electricity or fire or whatever it is, it just brings your hope back up. Because each of those lights, like that one all the way over there, they're basically settlements, or there's someone that is living, that's surviving. And it's just one of those cool things, you know, because it's like humanity lives on. It's not all dead. Humanity is still living on, or truth be told, it probably is, like super mutants, raiders, synths every once in a while, but there's still signs of life, other than the synths, because technically they're not alive. They're, well, I guess you can argue that they are alive, but they're not alive at the same time. I don't really know what I'm talking about anymore. And my dog is like really, really needy right now. He wants my attention. Go to bed. Okay, I think he wants to go. Yeah, I think he wants to go poop. Yeah, he definitely wants to go poop. Alright, so, just hold on for like 5 minutes, alright, dog? I like how, oh, also that's the ship right there. Basically, they make it so that you have to see the ship no matter what. Since you're going to be on this side of the vertibird anywhere, you're basically going to see that. Yeah, there's another sign of life over there, some lights. Oh, let's see. Oh, there you go. You can actually see the Prydwyn right there, which is pretty cool. And the first time that I saw this structure right here, that one that I'm shooting at, I honestly thought that it was a giant robot that you would get to control or something. Because I was just like, it literally looks like a giant robot. Because the first time I saw it was like this kind of, but like from far away. So I saw the head type thing, and I also saw like the arms, essentially. The arms, I mean. And I was just like, cool, there's a robot over there. I should go explore it. Never got the chance to because, you know, I didn't really want to go all the way here just walking. So basically, the first time that I saw it, like, up close was when I was on the helicarrier. And that's when I found out it's basically just a building. It's not actually a robot, as you can plainly tell. It's a building. Looks cool. It reminds me of the Space Needle from, what's it called? From Washington State. Seattle, I think is, yeah, Seattle. They have State Needle. They have Space Needle there, and I mean, it just looks cool. I also like how the engine's going off. Like, we're not flying technically anymore, and we're just getting pulled straight up. it's so funny. Yep. How do I get off? Okay, I'm trying to see how I get off. Okay, just push X. There you go. And now we're on the Prydwyn. Alright, let's attend the meeting.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted. And welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission.
Oh, there he is. I was about to say, he's not even here.
Yes, sir. I field promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwyn and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam.
Cool.
Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Alright, now
Captain
I think we
Kells.
have to talk to him.
So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
I mean, looks are deceiving. I'm gonna go with what's a soldier appearance.
supposed to look like?
A soldier is supposed to be an efficient killing machine, not a relic from the past playing catch-up with the rest of the world.
Why can't I be
Danse
both?
hadn't stepped in and vouched for you, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Accepting outsiders like yourself has proven disastrous in the past. I've read Paladin
How so?
Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain
Destroy
of
the
this
Institute.
vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
That makes sense, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know.
If you're planning to stay with the Brotherhood, I need you 100% committed at all times. Nothing less will do. That's all for
Wow.
now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address.
So it's basically do
After which
exactly as I say and
Maxon will have a
don't
word.
deviate at all
If you
from
have any
that.
questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
What are my orders?
Your orders are to proceed to Elder Maxon's address, after which he wishes to speak with you. Anything else?
No, I think we're
I don't
good,
have any
honestly.
questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
Honestly, it's alright. I could take my sweet old time. I could take my time doing whatever I want because it's a game. They're obviously going to wait for me because I'm the main character, so everything revolves around me. Nothing happens on its own. It all depends on, like, things that I activate. I mean, sure, some items or some events will happen by themselves, but they're not going to be, like, life-changing events that'll affect everyone in the Commonwealth, you know?
The road behind has been long and fraught with
I like how everyone's in formation, meanwhile I'm just standing around like an idiot.
surpassed my expectations.
You know what, I'm just going to go right next to him.
Facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have
Yeah,
accomplished
I'm
this
literally just going
amazing
to do this.
feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most
Alright, I'm just going to look out.
without
I'm king of the
question.
world.
Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our beneath the Commonwealth.
Yeah, go ahead.
There is a cancer known
Yeah,
as
my
the
dog is really, like, begging.
malignant growth
You alright, buddy?
that needs to be cut before it infects the surface.
You alright, buddy?
They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time.
We're almost done,
in
buddy, don't
recent
worry.
history. The Institute scientists have
Just
created a
just
weapon
hold it in your butt.
that transcends
Just
the
hold it in.
destructive nature of the atom bomb.
Just like another
They call
4
it
minutes at most.
the Sith, a robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I
Sure.
am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their Siths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt
So yeah, basically what I was saying before, that they're here to destroy the Institute and all the
and
synths.
many lives will be lost.
Now, I'm gonna be perfectly clear with you guys. I was fully in support of the Brotherhood of Steel when I first started playing this game, but that's because I didn't really know how stuck or how set in their ways they are. Because I had seen the Brotherhood of Steel from Fallout 3, and that, you know, that left a really good impression because they were actually, like, definitely the good guys. And
Care about them?
the Enclave was definitely the bad guy because, you know, the Enclave was going to poison everyone that had any slight mutation in them. Whereas the Brotherhood of Steel, they were trying to save everyone. Yeah, sure.
What do you want from me?
I want you to start taking responsibility for this planet.
I mean, I'm already taking responsibility. I
Elder
accidentally
Master.
walked away. I'm already taking responsibility, man.
The people of the Commonwealth.
If you
Yeah.
say so.
I can understand your indecisiveness. Turning your weapons on the very same people that you're trying to save can be a bitter pill to swallow.
Yeah, that's usually not something that
What do you want from me?
I want
That you
to
do.
start taking responsibility for this planet, to start making a difference. And from what I've read in Paladin Dance's reports, you've already begun that journey, seeing as he's one of
Sure.
the most respected field officers.
Okay, this is gonna get annoying. I keep messing around with the stick because I get bored,
The people of
and I just basically, yeah, it takes a while.
Don't worry.
Whoops,
I'm
whatever. I'm
convinced.
convinced.
Paladin Dance's, and he concludes,
Yep.
seeing as he's one of
Assets, whatever. Grant you the rank of knight, so we're not an initiate anymore. Cool, thank you.
A
Let's go
knight?
sarcastic.
What is this? The Dark Ages?
Judging from the state of the world, it wouldn't be a stretch to say we're living in that era again.
True.
In any event,
Although now we have like
becoming
guns and
familiar with
stuff.
the Prydwyn in my staff,
Whereas in the
want
real
to
Dark
fight
Ages,
them
they
for
just
new
fought with
orders.
steel,
Welcome aboard the Prydwyn.
like blades and stuff.
Make us proud.
Sure, man. Anyways, that's pretty much where I'm gonna end the episode. We got to the Prydwyn, and I do apologize for cutting it here. I kind of wanted to keep going, at least to get the power armor, but we're gonna have to do that in the next episode because my dog is calling me. So I will see you guys in the next episode. As always, thank you guys for watching. Take care, and goodbye, sirs.